Hi YouTube, FT here. I hope you're all well. It's Wednesday, the 4th of September. I'm taking a lunch break, so I've got about 45 minutes to an hour. Beautiful day today. And I've just got a few things to show you. Nothing really fascinating, but I thought I'd use this time to do it. As most of you will know, it was my birthday on the 30th of August, and I got some fantastic presents and gifts. And I'd like to thank you all for sending me birthday wishes and greetings. Some were PMs, some were the videos, so thank you very much for that. Something I want to show you, it's finally happened. Let me get the camera. What you are looking at is dove poo. Now you only get dove poo like that when you've got a nest like that, and you probably aren't going to be able to see in there, but there's a little baby dove nesting up there with its mummy. So they finally got round. They normally have two, but they've had 3 attempts and failed, but this has hatched. It's past its real vulnerable stage, and it'll be fledging. When they fledge, they jump from these beams here. I'll bring that in, and they tend to just sit on these beams up here while I'm on the table beneath, and they jump from beam to beam to beam with this as a cover for protection, and that's how they get really friendly, and then they come down to the table. So I'm quite excited about that, and yes, I know I need to clean it up, but that's the telltale sign that it's all happening as it should. So here we are, back to my ugly mug. As I said, I'm having my lunch break, and because it's work I can't drink alcohol, so I'm just having a Vimto. It's a lovely warm day. It's about 26, 27 at the moment here. The sun's gone now, but it's been out all day. Max is sitting out there on the carpet having a lie down. One of the things I treated myself to my birthday was a cigar cutter, a new cigar cutter. I've always wanted one of these. It's made in Germany, and it's a CTS cigar cutter. Nice big one. Now this was a great find for me. Normally these retail at about 65-70 English pounds. This one I picked up for 18, again off eBay. The problem with it was these mother of pearl sides had come adrift, but it was no big deal. I still need to just trim it up a little bit, but basically I've got some contact adhesive, cleaned them up, put it on, clamped them, and that's what I've now got, and it will be its maiden use right now. So I'm sitting outside. I decided to try another ACID. Now I am not keen on ACID cigars at all. Even the Cuba Cuba, which I was told was the best, was so artificially sweet to me. I didn't really enjoy it. It was okay, but this one is a Maduro. It just says ACID Maduro. We'll take it out of the packet. There she is. ACID Maduro. I don't know how I'm going to cut this because it might not cut it. just realised it might be too big. It's too big. What a failure that was. So this won't cut this gauge cigar. So I think I'm going to have to go and get my fallback cigar cutter. I'll be back in a minute. Well, I ask you, how disappointing was that? So it's not its maiden use. I'll have to measure these holes, and work out what ring gauge it's for. So we go back to the old double cutter. There we go. But before I get into that, see, I just put it in my mouth and straight away it's like sucking on a piece of rock, a piece of sugar cane, sugar rock. A couple of things to show you. Got a new DVD in today. I'm getting back into my westerns at the moment because I'm working on my 1850s to 1870s revolvers at the moment. So I like watching them being used in decent cowboy films. And this is another Clint Eastwood one. I'm not keen on the spaghetti westerns, but I do like the ones where he directed and where he plays the unnamed cowboy, the man with no name, shall we say. So I'm going to watch that probably tonight. But something else I'd like to try and show you if I can is this box here. Now this is a box I've been working on. And actually a bottle of port came in this from my son for Christmas. And those of you who follow me on Facebook or watch my Facebook will know that I've turned this into a commemorative Battle of Gettysburg revolver display. But the thing is here, that revolver is not the one I had in here. The revolver that you can now see in this video was in fact made by the Collector's Armoury Co. in 1970, and in fact some of you may recall Franklin Mint. Franklin Mint did a series of famous revolvers, and that's what this one is. This is they're the same basically. The detailing on it is absolutely fantastic compared to the Denix one I had. The Denix one is made in Spain and is actually cast. This one is proper gunmetal with proper brass fittings, and it's imitation ivory handles because it's you can't have ivory now. But it actually comes apart, so you can separate the barrel from the frame, and the cylinder can come off. The peg, I don't know those of you who are familiar with these, there's a peg here. This is pushed out, the whole barrel section can come off, the cylinder then comes off and you're left with the frame, just like the real thing. Now my old Denix one wouldn't do that, there she is, and it's just gorgeous. The detailing on it is just superb. Now I'm going to put some photos on Facebook comparing this one with the one I had, the Denix model, and you will see the differences. They're on different planets. Now in this screw cap container I was lucky enough to find a breakdown of this actual revolver. So I'm going to be, so this is a breakdown of the actual revolver with all the parts listed. I'm going to be aging this to make it look old, and I'll be including it in this display piece. But this is the, you can see how shiny it is. This is proper quality. So engraving around here on the bottom. The other thing about this is it is numbered. The gun serial number here matches the frame serial number, which is here, which matches the barrel serial numbers, which is here, which also matches this peg. This peg can come out and it's got its own serial number on it. So all the serial numbers match. And it's actually got the caliber here, marked here. It's .38 caliber. This is an absolutely lovely piece. I don't know if you can hear this, but another trick to see how well the cylinder is to run it along your arm. It runs so smooth. This is of course a cap and ball. It's exactly the same revolver as the Denix one, except the quality is far superior. So this pulls out like this. Screw there stops it come out altogether. You can then separate the barrel mechanism as you could on the original. You then half cock the gun, which releases the cylinder, and your fully engraved cylinder comes out, very heavy, and as you can see it's got preloaded. These are actually ball bearings, but they would have been lead balls of course, and they're showing that they're preloaded. It's just fantastic. Again, the cylinder just clicks back into place. The barrel and this possum part is the loading plunger, and that's how you load the cylinder without taking it off. This then slots back like so, and your wedge is pushed back and it's all back together. The loading method of this is on this side. It's got a little cutout which it doesn't have here. You would put black powder in. You would then get a lead mini ball or a normal lead ball. A mini ball is in fact a cone-shaped bullet made of lead. It's made by a Frenchman called Minet, and that's why it's called the mini ball. But you would put that over the cylinder. You would then rotate the cylinder so it's in line with the plunger, and then you just basically ram it home. You do that on 5, not 6 of the cylinders, because you would always, safety would say leave a cylinder open, i.e. nothing in it for safety, because the hammer has to be resting on one, and if it's knocked it could set the charging cap off. What you could in fact do is not put a primer cap on it, but you do that with all 5 or 6 cylinders. And then if you're not using a greased wad, nowadays, in modern days, people put what's called gun butter over these holes, which is in fact a grease. One of the things, it stops water or anything get into the chambers, and also it's when it's fired it helps lubricate the actual lead bullet through the barrel. Once you've done that, you'd prime the nipples here on the back with primers, and you're ready to take part in the American Civil War. As I said, this one, because of its presentation, it is a presentation model because of all the engraving on it. They're not always that ornate. This is the commemorative revolver I'm using for the Battle of Gettysburg. The reason I've got CSA there for the Confederate States of America was because the French and the English were supporting the Confederacy during the war. We sold a lot of weapons to the Confederacy, and also we sent military advisors. Not that it did them any good. So I rabbited on too much about that, but thank you for listening. I hope you found it interesting. The sun's back out. I'm going to sit here with Max, enjoy my cigar. My Vimto. First impressions of my ACID Maduro, and they are the very first impressions. Artificially flavoured again, very sweet. I don't like it. The actual smoke itself is okay. I would never buy any ACID cigars ever again. Just a quick addition about this Maduro, this ACID Maduro. Once the artificial flavour from the wrapper has been diminished, calms down a bit, and it's a pretty nice cigar. In fact, I think this is better than the Cuba Cuba, but I still would not buy any more ACID cigars. I'm finishing off this, well, it's a bit of a stub now, as you can see. It's in fact it's gone out because I've been yakking, but it's quite a nice smoke. But again, I wouldn't recommend them. I'm not going to buy a Drew Estate ACID cigars again, and I just want to show you who I'm Skyping with, so hang on a minute.
Hello guys and gals.
And my cigar's gone out because I've been talking too much.
Go on, blame me for that.
Yeah, I will. So it's Keith's fault.
It's quite funny because all I'm getting is the bright white light from your camera, Martin.
Oh well, I can see you fine, don't worry.
That's
we,
an advantage or a disadvantage.
we can all see you. But I just wanted to show everyone that. Brilliant. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe. Keep them alight. I'll see you all on the next video. Cheers.